Alam mo na ba ang iba't ibang mga angle pairs? Kung hindi pa, tara pag-aralan natin. Sa videong ito ay pag-uusapan natin ang tungkol sa complementary and supplementary angles. Pero bago natin pag-usapan ang complementary and supplementary angles, mahalaga na i-review muna natin kung ano nga ba ang tinatawag nating angle. Ano nga ba ang angle? An angle is a geometric figure formed by two rays called the sides of the angle, sharing a common endpoint known as the vertex. Angles are usually measured in degrees or in radians, but in this video, ang gagamitin lang nating unit of measurement ng angle ay degrees. Saka na natin pag-usapan tong radians kung nasa trigonometry na tayo. Okay, to visualize kung ano nga ba ang angle, mag-drawing tayo dito ng isang ray. Alam naman natin na ang ray, yung isang side niya ay endpoint at yung other part niya naman ay isang arrow na po pwede nating i-extend ng walang hanggan. At kapag ka nag-drawing pa tayo dito ng isa pang ray at kapag ka pinag-combine natin yung endpoint nila para makapag-create tayo ng common endpoint, then makakabuo tayo ng figure na tinatawag nating angle. This part of angle, itong bahaging ito ay tinatawag nating side. Ganon din yung part ng angle na to tinatawag nating side. At yung common endpoint nitong dalawang sides ng angle ay tinatawag nating vertex. At yung vertex, since ito ay isang point, pwede natin siyang bigyan ng pangalan gamit ang capital letter of the English alphabet. Halimbawa, ito, bigyan natin siya ng pangalan as A. So, pwede natin siyang tawaging vertex A. Okay? And kung halimbawa, along this side, meron tayong isang distinct point na na-identify. Halimbawa, itong point na to ay point B. Ganun din sa side na to. Halimbawa, itong point na nandito ay may pangalan na point C. Then, pwede natin silang gamitin para pangalanan ang angle na to. So, this angle can be now named as angle BAC. So, just like this, or pwede rin natin baligtarin angle CAB. Make sure lang na kung babaligtarin nyo yung mga letters ng ating na nakalagay dito sa angle, make sure na yung vertex ay laging nasa gitna. Hindi natin siya pwedeng tawagin as angle BCA kasi nandito yung vertex natin. Hindi rin natin siya pwedeng tawagin as angle CBA. Pero pwedeng BAC or CAB. Pero sometimes naman, yung angle ay tinatawag sa pangalan ng vertex. So in this example, yung vertex natin ay A, that is vertex A, so pwede rin nating tawagin yung angle na to as angle A. And you know what? Pwede natin silang isulat in a shorter form. Pwede tayong gumamit ng symbol para mas mapaiksi natin yung notation. So halimbawa, angle BAC can be written like this. Itong maliit na parang less than symbol ay symbol for angle. So babasahin natin to as angle BAC. Samantala, ito namang angle CAB ay pwedeng isulat ng ganito. At yung angle A ay isusulat din natin ng ganyan. That way, mas maiksi yung notation natin. Pero sometimes, hindi letters yung ginagamit sa pagbibigay ng pangalan ng angle. Halimbawa, dito, pag may nakita kayong 1, pwede nating tawagin tong angle na to as angle 1. O di kaya naman, angle 2. O di kaya naman, angle 3 and so on. Depende na yun sa situation, depende sa given figure. Sometimes naman, ginagamit ang Greek letters para bigyan ng pangalan ng angle. Sa halimbawa, meron tayong nakita ditong alpha. So we can call this angle as angle alpha. You can also call this as angle beta. O di kaya naman angle gamma. It depends on the situation. Usually kapag ka mga Greek letter or Greek letters na yung ginamit sa pagbibigay ng pangalan ng angles, usually ginagamit yun sa higher mathematics. Pero anuman ang ibigay nating pangalan sa angle, still that is an angle. Okay? Sige, pag-usapan na natin ngayon ang tungkol sa complementary angles. Ano nga ba ang complementary angles? Good news, napakadali lang kung ang pag-uusapan natin ay complementary angles. By definition, complementary angles are two angles whose measures add up to 90 degrees. In other words, if angle A and angle B are complementary angles, then we can say that angle A plus angle B equals 90 degrees. So pag sinabi nating complementary angles, dalawang angles to, kaya nga pair of angles siya. Dalawang angles na kapag pinagsama natin yung measurement ng dalawang angles na yon, ang result ay palaging 90 degrees. No matter what happen, laging 90 degrees talaga dapat. Pag hindi nag-equal sa 90 degrees, then we can say that the two angles are not complementary angles. Okay, so illustrate natin. Halimbawa, ito. We have our protractor here. So, sana nakikita nyo. Okay, ito. So, kung mapapansin nyo, we have a right angle here. So, ibig sabihin, kapag may nagawa tayong dalawang angles sa loob ng right angle, ang tawag dun sa dalawang angles na yon ay complementary angles because the total sum of their measurement is 90 degrees. So, halimbawa, ito. Lagyan natin dito. Okay. For example, here we have 1 degree. Sana nakikita nyo to. Ayan, 1 degree. Medyo nag-elevate lang ng konti. Okay, 1 degree. So, if angle A is 1 degree, then angle B should be 89 degrees para masabi natin that angle A and angle B are complementary angles. Same is true kung i-elevate natin yan ng konti. For example, 10 degrees yung angle A, then angle B must be 80 degrees so that the sum of their measures is equal to 90 degrees. That way, masasabi natin that angle A, which is 10 degrees in measure, and angle B, which is 80 degrees in measure for this particular example, masasabi natin na silang dalawa ay complementary angles. Ganun din kapag in-elevate pa natin yan dito. For example, we have 30 degree angle, yung isang ka-complement niya ay 60 degree angle kasi the sum of their measures is 90 degrees. The same is true kung i-elevate pa natin yan dito like 40 degrees, yung isang angle must be 50 degrees para matawag natin na silang dalawa ay complementary angles. Ganun din dito, for example, lumabot na siya ng, let's just say, 70 degrees. So the other angle must be 20 degrees para mag-equal sila sa 90 degrees. Kapag ganun yung case, masasabi natin that these two angles are complementary angles kasi yung sum ng measures nila ay 90 degrees. Okay? Ay halimbawa meron tayo ditong 89 degrees just like this. Ayan, 89 degrees. So we need one more angle, one more degree para maging 90 degrees siya. So the complement of 89 degree angle is 1 degree angle. Ganun lang kasimple. Okay? So, that is complementary angles. Pag-usapan naman natin ngayon yung supplementary angles. Okay, ano naman ang supplementary angles? Madali lang din. Mas malaki nga lang siya ng twice sa complementary angles. Okay, pag sinabi nating supplementary angles, these are two angles whose measures add up to 180 degrees. So, just like I said, parang times 2 lang or dinoble lang natin yung complementary angles. Okay, so kung sa complementary angles, yung sum ng dalawang angles ay 90 degrees, dito naman sa supplementary angles, yung sum ng dalawang supplementary angles ay mag-i-equal sa 180 degrees. So if angle C and angle D are supplementary angles, then angle C plus angle D must be equal to 180 degrees all the time. Kasi pagka sumobra or kumulang sa 180 degrees, then we can say that the two angles are not supplementary angles. Okay, so again, tignan ulit natin yung illustration gamit tong ating protractor and we have our straight angles here that measures 180 degrees. Okay, so tignan natin. Let's try to elevate one of the sides. Ayan, okay. So the supplement of angle that has a measure of 1 degree is an angle with a measure of 179 degrees. Ganon din dito, pagka in-elevate natin, pag nasa 10 degree na, so yung supplementary angles niya ay must be a 170 degree angle. Ganon din kapag nilagay natin siya sa 20 degrees, okay, ibig sabihin yung supplementary angles ng angle na may measure na 20 degrees must be an angle with a measure of 160 degrees. At kung halimbawa ay nandito, for example, ilagay natin siya sa 80 degrees. Ayan. So, dito sa 80 degrees, para mag-equal sa 180, of course, kailangan natin ng 100 more degrees. So, the supplement of 80 degree angle is 100 degree angle. Ganon din, for example, nandito tayo. Let's just say, nasa 120 degrees yung natin, yung first angle natin. So, ano ano na lang ang kulang para maging 180 degrees siya? Of course, that is 60 degrees. So 120 degrees plus 60 degrees, that is 180 degrees. And therefore, we can say that 120 degree angle is a supplement of 60 degree angle. Ganon din dito. Sige nga, subukan natin yung mga last part. Ito, sa 160 degrees. Ayan, sana makita nyo. 160 degrees, ilang degree yung kulang para maging 180 yung total ng measure nila? Of course, that is 20 na lang. So 160 degrees plus 20 degrees equals 180 degrees. At masasabi natin na yung 160 degree angle is supplementary to 20 degree angle. Okay? Yung last pa, kunyari. Pero pwedeng magkaroon tayo ng point something dyan ha. Hindi ko na lang nilagyan ng point something kasi mahirap ipakita sa illustration. So for example, ito na yung illustration natin. Almost 180 na. Sobrang liit na ng angle natin. Ilan na lang kulang para maging 180 degrees siya? 1 na lang. So 179 degrees plus 1 degree is equal to 180 degrees. And therefore, we can say that the angle or a 179 degree angle is supplementary to 1 degree angle. Okay, ganun lang naman yung konsepto ng supplementary and complementary angles. And this time, let's try to apply what we learned. Okay, so mag-solve tayo ng iilang mga problems para maging guide nyo paano nga ba hanapin ang complementary and supplementary angles. Okay, so we have problem number 1. Give the complement of the following angles. Again, pag sinabing complement or complementary angles, yung sum nilang dalawa ay 90 degrees. Okay, so for letter A, we have 32 degrees. For letter B, we have 65 degrees. Letter C, we have 74.5 degrees. And for letter D, we have 18.6 degrees. Simulan nating isolve yung letter A. So in letter A, ang gagawin nyo lang para mahanap yung complement ng 32 degree angle, ima-minus lang natin siya mula sa 90 degree angle kasi nga yung sum nilang dalawa ay 90 degrees. So we have 90 degrees minus the given angle which is 32 degrees and that gives us 58 degrees. Therefore, masasabi natin that the complement of 32 degree angle is a 58 degree angle. Pag pinagsama kasi natin siya, ang result ay 90. Okay, so proceed tayo sa letter B. So letter B, we have 65. I-subtract natin yung 65 from 90. So we have 90 degrees minus 65 degrees. That gives us 25 degrees. Same is true with letter C. I-subtract lang natin yung given na 74.5 degrees doon sa 90. So we have 90 degrees minus 74.5 degrees is equal to 15.5 degrees. The same process ang gagawin natin sa letter D. So 90 degrees minus the given measure ng angle dito which is 18.6 degrees is equal to 71.4 degrees. I'm so sorry for that. Nakalimutan ko na yung degree measure dito. Okay, so lagyan nyo na lang. Okay, so we have now the answer. So for 32 degrees, 58 yung complementary angles niya. Pagka chinek natin, we can say that 32 degrees plus 58 degrees, ito yung na-compute natin, and that gives us 90 degrees. Ganon din dito. So the given is 65 degrees plus 25 degrees equals 90 degrees. So na-verify natin that our answers are correct. Sige, subukan nga natin itong pangatlo. The given angle is 74.5 degrees plus yung na-compute natin na complement niya which is 15.5 degrees. So that is equal to 90 degrees. And here we have 18.6 degrees yung given plus yung na-compute natin ay 71.4 degrees. So that gives us 90 degrees also. So ganun lang kadali maghanap ng complementary angles. Ngayon, subukan naman nating isolve yung problems involving supplementary angles. Okay, so we have give the supplement of the following angles. So for 112 degrees, letter A, ito yung solution. We have 180 degrees. This time naman, yung given angle ay isa-subtract natin mula sa 180 degrees because the sum of the measures of two supplementary angles is equal to 180 degrees. Kaya meron tayo ditong 180 degrees minus the given angle which is 112 degrees. That gives us 68 degrees. And therefore, masasabi natin that the supplement of 112 degrees is a 68 degree angle. Next, For letter B, we have 180 degrees minus the given angle in letter B is 38 and that will give us 142 degrees. For letter C naman, again, subtract lang natin yung given angle from 180 degrees. So that will be 180 degrees minus 154.2 degrees equals 25.8 degrees. And for letter D, we have 180 degrees minus the given angle here is 14.7 degrees. And that will give us the difference of 165.3 degrees. I'm sorry, wala na naman siyang degree. Hindi ko na nalagyan ng unit. Pero lagyan nyo na lang sa notes nyo. Okay, to check whether our answers are correct, pwede naman nating gamitin yung katotohanan na yung sum ng dalawang supplementary angles ay 180 degrees. So we have 112 degrees as the given in letter A. I-add natin siya doon sa computed supplementary angles niya which is 68 degrees. So we have 112 degrees plus 68 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. You can verify that using your calculator if you want. Okay, so we have 38 degrees for letter B plus 142 degrees yung na-compute natin dito. So we have 142 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. And again, for letter C, copy natin yung given angle which is 154.2 degrees plus yung na-compute natin ditong supplementary angles which is 25.8 degrees and that will give us a sum of 180 degrees. The same thing dito sa letter D, we have 14.7 degrees plus 165.3 degrees yung na-compute natin dito and that will give us 180 degrees. Ganun lang kasimple maghanap ng complementary and supplementary angles. So, dapat master nyo tong lesson na to kasi pagdating sa higher math, malalagyan na siya ng algebra. Hindi lang pure na numbers with degree measure ang makikita nyo. Meron nang mai-involve na mga variables at iba't iba pang mga twist. So, mahalaga na master nyo tong basic information about complementary and supplementary angles. Okay, so to try your understanding, kindly do the following activity. So give the complement of the following angles. So we have letter A, we have 75 degrees, 24 degrees, 67 degrees, 45.8 degrees, and 65.2 degrees. And for the supplementary angles naman, give the supplement of the following angles. We have 95 degrees, 114 degrees, 147 degrees, 65.8 degrees, and the last is 125.2 degrees. Okay, I hope you learned something from this lesson and thank you so much for listening. Have a nice day.